Well, viewers, this is Sarfraz Khan from the IELTS Spell once again, and today, as I told you, that I am going to let you know something more about speaking and speaking tips. So here I am. So let's get started. And the first thing you should know about the IELTS speaking, as I told you earlier, that it is itself not that much difficult, but if you're not mentally prepared, if you're like confused or something, so obviously this is going to be an uphill task for you. Okay, so as you know that there are like three different like stages of speaking, like part one is speaking, part two is speaking, and part three is speaking. So in part one is speaking, students, like we have, it is an introduction, it is an introductory session. Okay, so in this introductory session, the like examiner would introduce himself, and after that, as I told you, that if he asks you about your introduction, so that means it is going to be a plus point for you. It is going to be a jackpot for you. Why? Because here you can. It is a turning point here, and here you can like change the whole scenario of the speaking test. Okay, if after right after the introduction, if you would speak about your favorite topic with this with the introduction, okay, so it is going to be a very good thing, right? As I had already spoken about this in my earlier videos, so you can go to my previous videos and you can like have a look at it, because I generally discuss all these things in quite a detailed manner in my classes. Okay, so anyways, so if you would do so, that is going to be an like a very great thing for you. Okay, so what are the probable topics, and if he doesn't ask you anything about your introduction, so what are the probable topics that examiner can give you in speaking part one? So some of their favorite, some of very favorite topic, right, of the like IELTS test bodies, no matter it's an IDP test body or no matter it's a British Council test body. Okay, so their favorite topics are like hometown, your home, your neighbors, your neighborhood, your friends. And one of the very important thing that you should know, that they give a lot of values to the pet animals. Okay, and pet animals, what do you mean by pet animals? Like dogs and like cats. Okay, so if you speak something positive about it, obviously they are going to appreciate a lot, they are going to like it a lot. So some environmental topic, okay, some global warming topic. So these are some of the topics that they usually like a lot, and they love to listen a lot about it, because they give the topics exactly from their side. Okay, like there are some travel and tourism topic as well, the memorable days topic as well, your favorite personalities. So all these small and regular topics like should be prepared in like on fingertips. Okay, you should be very much prepared like about these topics, but then like whatever the topics would be asked to you, so you can without wasting a single second, you can directly reply. Okay, and one thing, one very important thing that like I should let you know about it, whenever the examiner give you any sort of topic in any part, no matter part one, part two, or part three, never speak that, well, it's a good topic, so, well, it's a very nice topic, well, it's a nice topic, like that. No, it's going to be a very drastic for you. Okay, so you're going to lose a lot of your marks in this way. So I would rather say whatever the topic is given, well, and then start the topic normally. Okay, so and always try to take the topics in a very like light manner. Do not take it in a stressful manner. Otherwise, you will be obsessed with many ideas, and in the front you will be physically present in front of the examiner, but actually you will be absent. And the absent-minded, like if you speak anything with the absent-minded, obviously it's gonna like cost you a lot. Okay, so when it comes to part two students, there are a few things that you should know about it. Like there it's called a cue card, like a session, a cue card part. There are two ways: either you will be having three different sets of cards that would be kept upside down in front of you, and the examiner would ask you to select any of the card, and after that he will keep other cards aside, and then a topic will be written in that card. Okay, either it could be like this, or the examiner can also give you the topic directly, like same as like part 1. Okay, so directly he can give you the topic and ask you to speak on that. But for that like thing, you need to spend 1 minute for the preparation, and it is mandatory. You cannot say that, well, the topic is very good and now I'm ready. No, spend 1 complete minute and prepare about that topic, and prepare in bullet points in a piece of paper. Okay, and always remember whatever the topic you have, because you cannot change the topic, obviously there is no choice. So prepare the topic in a bullet points and write minimum 5 to 4 to 5. It's not 5 to 6, I would not say 5 to 6, it would be very much. So 4 to 5 bullet points, write it down. Never write the sentences, only the bullet points, and try to make the sentences all by yourself, and try to speak the sentences with good vocabularies, with good transition words. Okay, like transition words, I mean the linking words. Okay, and try to speak fluently. And let's suppose if you are doing, if you have written 4 like different points, so try to cover all those 4 different points into a sufficient manner. Okay, do not skip any point, because these things will be checked. Now after that, you have to continue speaking unless and until the examiner would ask you to stop. So after that, you can speak something more as well. You can carry on speaking. There is no deductions in the marks that if you would speak something extra. But yes, if you have written 4 points and you have just spoken 3, unless you are being interrupted. Okay, so you spoke only 3 and stopped by yourself, there is a deduction in the mark. So be careful about it. Okay, so and rest of the details, obviously I cannot speak all the details, otherwise this video would go so long, right? So the next thing, it comes to part 3. In part 3, students, it is a cross questioning. And what sort of cross questioning, students? The cross questionings will be whatever has been asked in part 1, whatever has been asked in whatever had been asked in part 2. So they are going to ask different questions about all those segments. Okay, or maybe also that maybe there can be some more questions. There can be some sets of 7 to 8 questions. Okay, because the whole session, part 1 session will go for 4 to 5 minutes, part 2 session will go for 4 to 5 minutes, and like part 3 will go for 4 to 5 minutes. So the number of questions varies, so I cannot tell you the exact number of questions, that how many number of questions the examiner is going to ask you. Okay, so overall the duration of the test is 14 to 15, 13, 14 and 15 minutes. Okay, and after that the examiner would ask you, okay, thank you, that's all about your test, and you may leave now. So without anything, so just leave. Remember one thing, never say, well, it's a good question and I'm prepared, I don't need to write anything, like in the cue card sessions. So it is not good. It is not good for your health. It is not good for your marks. Okay. And in the third part, it is a cross questioning session, and you need to answer each and everything with a very present minded, right? And using a lot of good vocabularies that you have in your mind. Okay, because you need to practice a lot of vocabularies while speaking as well. Okay, and after that, try to speak more and more. Means, what do I mean by more and more? Try to speak something with examples. Try to speak something with with your real life examples. Try to ask questions all by yourself and answer them all by yourself. Okay, so these are the point gaining marks that you need to know. Some of the tips in the IELTS speaking sessions. Okay, and rest of the things will be spoken in my other video. So till then, thank you so much for listening and have a good day.